we we're fortunate that we've created this instrument that is a time machine, and we need time machines in all of these areas that we just talked about, so that we can see the future. And if we could see the future and we can predict the future, then we have a better chance of making that future the best version of it. And that's the reason why scientists want to predict the future. That's the reason why we try to predict the future in everything that we try to design, so that we can optimize for the best version.
So if someone is watching this and maybe they came into this video knowing that NVIDIA is an incredibly important company, but not fully understanding why or how it might affect their life, and they're now hopefully better understanding a big shift that we've gone through over the last few decades in computing, this very exciting, very sort of strange moment that we're in right now where we're sort of on the precipice of so many different things. If they would like to be able to look into the future a little bit, how would you advise them to prepare or to think about this moment that they're in personally with respect to how these tools are actually going to affect them?
Well, there are several ways to reason about the future that we're creating. One way to reason about it is suppose the work that you do continues to be important, but the effort by which you do it went from being a week long to almost instantaneous. That the effort of drudgery basically goes to zero. What is the implication of that? This is very similar to what would change if all of a sudden we had highways in this country, and that kind of happened. In the last industrial revolution, all of a sudden we have interstate highways, and when you have interstate highways, what happens? Well, suburbs start to be created, and all of a sudden, distribution of goods from east to west is no longer a concern, and all of a sudden gas stations start cropping up on highways, and fast food restaurants show up, and some motels show up because people traveling across the country just wanted to stay somewhere for a few hours or overnight, and so all of a sudden new economies and new capabilities, new economies. What would happen if video conference made it possible for us to see each other without having to travel anymore? That all of a sudden it's actually okay to work further away from home and from work and live further away, and so you ask yourself kind of these questions. What would happen if I have a software programmer with me all the time, and whatever it is I can dream up, the software programmer could write for me. What would that do? What would happen if I just had a seed of an idea and I rough it out, and all of a sudden a prototype of a production was put in front of me, and how would that change my life, and how would that change my opportunity, and what does it free me to be able to do, and so on and so forth. And so I think that the next decade, intelligence, not for everything, but for some things, would basically become superhuman, and so I can tell you exactly what that feels like. I'm surrounded by superhuman people, super intelligence from my perspective, because they're the best in the world at what they do, and they do what they do way better than I can do it. And I'm surrounded by thousands of them. And yet, it never one day caused me to think all of a sudden I'm no longer necessary. It actually empowers me and gives me the confidence to go tackle more and more ambitious things. And so suppose now everybody is surrounded by these super AIs that are very good at specific things, or good at some of the things. What would that make you feel? Well, it's going to empower you. It's going to make you feel confident. I'm pretty sure you probably use ChatGPT and AI, and I feel more empowered today, more confident to learn something today. The knowledge of almost any particular field, the barriers to that understanding it has been reduced. And I have a personal tutor with me all of the time, and so I think that feeling should be universal. If there's one thing that I would encourage everybody to do, is to go get yourself an AI tutor right away. And that AI tutor could, of course, just teach you things, anything you like, help you program, help you write, help you analyze, help you think, help you reason. All of those things is going to really make you feel empowered. And I think that's going to be our future. We're going to become superhumans. Not because we're going to become superhumans because we have super AIs.
Could you tell us a little bit about each of these objects?
This is a new GeForce graphics card. And yes. And this is the RTX 50 series. It is essentially a supercomputer that you put into your PC. And we use it for gaming. Of course, people today use it for design and creative arts, and it does amazing AI. And the real breakthrough here, and this is truly an amazing thing. GeForce enabled AI, and it enabled Jeff Hinton, Ilya Sutskever, and Alex Krizhevsky to be able to train AlexNet. We discovered AI, and we advanced AI. Then AI came back to GeForce to help computer graphics. And so here's the amazing thing. Out of 8 million pixels or so in a 4K display, we're processing only 500,000 of them. The rest of them, we use AI to predict. The AI guessed it. And yet the image is perfect. We inform it by the 500,000 pixels that we computed, and we ray traced every single one, and it's all beautiful, it's perfect. And then we tell the AI, if these are the 500,000 perfect pixels in the screen, what are the other 8 million? And it fills in the rest of the screen, and it's perfect.
And if you only have to do fewer pixels, are you able to invest more in doing that because you have fewer to do, so then the quality is better, so the extrapolation that the AI does is better?
Exactly, because whatever computing, whatever attention you have, whatever resources you have, you can place it into 500,000 pixels. Now, this is a perfect example of why AI is going to make us all superhuman. Because all of the other things that it can do, it'll do for us, allows us to take our time and energy and focus it on the really, really valuable things that we do.